Sesko is the man from RB Leipzig. Apparently, per build, it is a top-tier source. They have dropped the price tag from 100 million euros to 70 million euros. You remember when Arsenal was sniffing Gyökeres or Sesko, they were thinking about that 100 million pounds. Now that they see the market softening for strikers and the Scouse Bastards are going 130 million pounds for Isak, this man, his price needs to come down because there's only bidders like United and we don't have the cash to spend. So RB Leipzig sending a signal into the market that Sesko could be sold for 70 million. Interesting stuff. United, Ollie Watkins, there's smoke around other players, but Sesko, price drop. What do you make of this one?
Price of the brick is going down. It's one of those interesting cases where, like you said, a lot of the clubs that we know are angling for a striker this year, i.e., obviously Liverpool now getting 2, Arsenal, of course, getting Gyökeres. Chelsea always being in the market for additional striker. It's like, how much will that affect? Usually prices go up towards the end of the window. Now we're seeing a case where prices might start going down because there are clubs that want to sell. Ollie Watkins, we'll talk about that in a minute. They seem to be posturing, but they have set the price. A couple months ago, he was out of odds under Unai Emery and obviously getting less minutes than Rashford was during his time there. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch. We still have to make moves on the sell side. We thought Sancho would have moved by now, that like a lot of those Juve rumors have quieted down, but Anthony now is picking up. Maybe go Saudi. We'll talk about that in a second. So Sesko scares me because it's another project and it's a big step up to the Premier League. And we already have a project. Actually, we have 2 projects in number 9, if you include Cheeto Obe. So he's a hell of a profile. I think he's definitely ahead of where Højlund is, but at the same time, he's not going to come in and just hit the ground running and score 20 goals in the EPL next season. Whereas I think Ollie Watkins, if the winds go the right way and he stays fit, there's a very decent chance he could get close to that tally, playing the front 3 with Mbeumo and Cunha behind him.
Last 2 seasons in the Bundesliga for Sesko, which, top league, and players usually do well, other than Jadon Sancho coming from Bundesliga to the EPL, like a la Holland. 33 matches, 13 goals. He's obviously got a lot of potential, 22 years old. 23, 24, he had 14 goals. Less assists than Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins has the mid-double digit goals with the great assist record, 21 assists in the last 2 seasons. So that's where you're seeing that experience, but less upside. For me, we just need a striker. Like at the end of the day, we're talking Ollie Watkins, we're talking Sesko. We just need United to pull the trigger on somebody. Unfortunately, the price of Ollie Watkins is near the 70 million euros that RB Leipzig have committed. And are you going to pay the same amount for somebody who's older? Like my director of football hat, if I put it on, would tell me there's resale value in a 22-year-old. There isn't in a 29-year-old. Why wouldn't you just go with the young thing? Right now, United are almost in a rebuild with Amram. You have upside, you have resale value. That is being conservative, but you don't have the EPL proven track record. So I'm very interested by the Sesko news. Like I said, lots of upside here. I wouldn't mind if United went any direction. I'm just like,
either way, you'd be happy.
Give me somebody other than Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and then here you go.
Course.
RB lowering the price. This is pretty much tier 1,000. This is not really sourced to anyone legitimate, but we're hearing smoke is what we're going to call low-tier sources here. Sesko would prefer Manchester United over Newcastle. And obviously, Isak going to the Scouse Bastards means that Sesko would be on the mark for Newcastle. That could drive the price up. But if he wants United, that's advantage Manchester United here. And apparently, from smoke sources, he wants Manchester United.
But the Newcastle one is one to watch because obviously with them losing Isak, big money too. We're hearing 130 million pounds possibly. I don't know if they'll go that high, but that is wild. They'll have more than enough money to spend on number 9. They'll have more than enough to give him the wages, and he would likely move quickly. So the one thing is United need to sell. Some of those sales, they're dragging. He might be moving out of the market, and all of a sudden we're looking at Jackson or Ollie Watkins. Definitely, you wear that EPL football manager hat. There's the resale value, but the sure thing status. Well, Ollie Watkins is as close as you can get to a sure thing, but you only can get 2-3 top years out of him.
You're not going to complain.
You're not going to. Either way, I think either way.
We've hit the status in the market where if we sign anybody, we're not going to complain. Let's ask
DCL. As long as
the Magic 8 Ball here on the podcast. Will Sesko play for Manchester United in 25-26? Will we sign him? Don't count on it, says the Magic 8 Ball.
Probably
Most
right.
likely
it's
right.
Probably right.
So
He's got
like,
Newcastle.
This Magic 8 Ball is like never let us down here.